Hey guys, Broheen here from the Gamers Emporium channel, bringing you another video on a mage spec. So today I want to take this time to show you guys the bursty AOE Dominator spec. It's actually really fun. I never used to really like Dominator, but after I saw the kind of power that it can put out right now, it's just pretty damn good. It's a lot of times better DPS than a Sab or a Stormcaller can do, which I thought my Stormcaller spec was absolutely crazy, but apparently this one actually tops that for as far as burst. So this is the layout for it, and it's 61 Dominator, the 11 in Stormcaller, you put 5 in Storm Energy, 5 in Cyclogenesis, and 1 in Hailstorm. And then for Harbinger, you put 4 in Eldritch Knowledge just for the extra spell power. Now, the guide that I think is out on Google or wherever you find it, says to use 10 Stormcaller and 4 Harbinger. But among some friends in the guild of mine, we parsed higher with adding Hailstorm to the mix. So, oh, we actually forgot on the right hand side, your Mage Masteries, you should use Arcanist Shield, Healing Exigency, Mental Cynosure, Calculated Annihilation, and Arcane Manipulation. Now, taking a look at the macros, let's see, where do I have all my Dom stuff? Do I have it in here? Dominator Solo, okay. So, you have 2 macros, well, 3, 4 maybe, I guess, if you want to think about it. So basically, your single target macro, which really isn't used much, it's not going to be used in this video, is Haunting Pain for showing Haunting Pain, suppress macrofailures, cast Haunting Pain, cast Malevolent Bolt, cast Storm's Fury, cast Storm Slash, cast Neural Prod. Then for your AOE, you want to show Hailstorm, suppress macrofailures, cast at self, Arcane Manipulation, cast at GTAE Hailstorm, cast at GTAE Lightning Wall, same thing for Nyx's Orb, Grasping Void, Gravity Void, and then cast Forked Lightning. So these macros will be in the description box as well. So here's one cooldown. Actually, this is your heaviest hitting cooldown, which is just a cast at GTAE Mass Betrayal, and then you have your strongest crowd control ability, which is Mass Exhaustion, so cast at GTAE Mass Exhaustion. So a couple of key spells here. Transmogrify actually plays a huge role in it, because when you transmogrify an enemy, you get this swift control here, which after successfully controlling an enemy using Transmog, Mass Exhaustion, or Death's Edict, your casting speed is increased by 50% for 5 seconds, so that's good enough to get about 2 casts in, like Hailstorm and Nyx's Orb. Those 2 are your 2 biggest, longest cast times, so you kind of want to try to make one of those 3 abilities before using those 2 of your AOE abilities. So another keynote for your AOE is Void Wall. This one is, I'm not going to place it, but it's only going to do damage if you were to place it down like right here, because it's only going to damage enemies that are on the edge of the wall. So that's that. Storm Shackle won't apply here, so we're not going to show this in the video, but if you have a mob that you're going to pull, or your tank is going to pull, right after they pull them and they're moving the mob and positioning them, it's a good idea to start with Storm Shackle, but we're not going to do that here because these mobs don't move. So literally right off the get-go for the rotation, we're going to start off with a Void Wall. Then we can't transmog anything, so we're actually going to use a Mass Betrayal. I won't be able to show you the faster cast times here because none of these targets are afflicted by crowd control abilities, so that kind of sucks. So what you want to do is get all your AoEs out right away. So what I usually do is hit them with a Mass Betrayal first, then hit them with a Void Wall, then go through your AOE macro, and then after your AOE macro you start casting Forked Lightning. It's a good idea to quick put up your Split Personality to get that extra single target DPS added in there, and then keep casting your AOE macro until it resets itself. So as I said before, unfortunately there's no way I can get the faster cast speed because crowd control does not work on these targets. So, but that's pretty much the rotation in a nutshell. You have some other utility back here, like pre-slayment. That's good for casters. Debilitates them when they successfully use a spell. You have Arresting Presence, which will debilitate 10 enemies. Reflective Presence will basically cast Reflective Command on the entire party, which brings me to you also have Reflective Command which is good on the tank, like fights like I remember in Crucia, we used to reflect her breath back when she used the breath on the tank in the second phase of Crucia. So, actually third phase of Crucia when you're fighting her on the platform. So, but alright, let's get into the rotation here. So your buffs are going to be Pain Armor and Lightning Blade. I use these two just as a rule of thumb. You don't have to, but so now we're going to start off. We're going to target this first guy here, place our Void Wall, hit Mass Betrayal, and then start our AOE rotation. Check out the numbers on the DPS meter on the left there. Holy Christ, 139k. It's not bad, not bad at all. I'm going to try this. Oh, there's the faster cast time. It does work here. Huh, you learn something new every day, I guess. Now, obviously, Storm Shackle will not work. Yeah, Transmogrify does not help this rotation. I just tried that. Comes another Hailstorm. Make sure we get our Void Wall back up after the Nyx's Orb. And we're maintaining about 100, and we're getting back up there. Once the rotation comes back around, it sustains around like 110 to 120k, so really not terrible. That's pretty much it, guys. So you just want to keep spamming this and then maintain your utility. You know, if the tank needs help, you can confuse the entire thing with Mass Exhaustion and take away their mana or energy, whatever it may be. You can stun the entire group, kind of like a Kabbalist can. You can Storm Shackle them, so every time they move, if you have to move a boss, you can Storm Shackle them and do your extra DPS there. I mean, it's just a lot of utility to play with, and you guys will just have to get used to it. So, but that's the way it is. Can't believe Mass Exhaustion works here. That's funny. So, okay, guys, so have fun with Dominator. Let me know how it works, and let me know how you like the build. If there's any changes I can make to it for the better, please let me know. But so far, of all the parses that me and a couple guildmates have done, this has been the highest. At least the highest sustained anyways, which is what counts, especially against, you know, long trash fights like for Empyrean Core per se, you know, those trash mobs after the second duo that you have to fight there, and then before you get the Dr. Perfutus. So but alright, guys, so now you know Dominator. Go out, use it, and let me know what you think. Thanks, have a good day.